Now, of course, you guys and gals should know by now that I, me, moi, the king of lightning, of course, here today, I am an avid manga reader. I don't know if you didn't know, but guess what? Now you know. Oh my god, shocker, fabulous. Yes, I like reading a lot of manga. Duh. However, there's so many manga I haven't read yet, and even though I would like to read more and more manga, time keeps on flying by. I'm a very old man. I'm already using a walking stick.
Boy, if you don't get...
And I really do appreciate when I get the chance to check out some new manga that I haven't heard about or I have heard about but haven't gone to just yet. I have in my possession 2 series. One I haven't heard about, but now I am grateful that I have heard about it. And number 2, a series that people have told me about many of times. Here we are with the first volume, and I'm like, dude, I see. I do see why people are going crazy over this. So these 2 series are Astra Lost in Space and The Promised Neverland. Oh man, The Promised, damn. Yo, right here in this cover, the girl with the bunny rabbit on the side right there. Damn.
I'm sorry. Yeah, let me repeat it.
Damn. All right. So before we get over to the damn, I do want to give big ups and a thank you to the good folks over at Viz Media for sending me these 2 volumes. The first volume of Astra Lost in Space and The Promised Neverland. Now, first and foremost, when it comes to Astra Lost in Space, I actually dig the plot a lot because we're talking about space. And when you have a title that has Lost in Space...
But now you have my attention.
You have my attention because I've been a big fan of a lot of space sci-fi stuff. When I was growing up, I was big into sci-fi. I watched a lot of Stargate Atlantis, Star Wars, Star anything. The sci-fi genre has always piqued my interest, and I think that actually applies to a lot of folks that are anime and manga fans, where sci-fi in some way, shape, or another is incorporated into their psyche, into their very bones. You have Dragon Ball Z, where Dragon Ball Z mainly, when they started to incorporate the sci-fi route, when you have the Saiyans and then you have the Namekians and you have Frieza, and it's like, oh, okay, so things are getting a lot bigger. And that is the biggest allure when it comes to sci-fi, when it comes to space. Because the universe itself that we know is so vast, the possibilities of life that exist within our own galaxy, let alone other galaxies, is massive. It's shocking how minuscule we are in the greater scheme of the cosmos. And sci-fi series like the Gundam series, like Dragon Ball, if we're talking about the highest caliber of sci-fi anime manga, we're talking about Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Yang Win Lee. Oh. Yeah, we're talking about some heavy impact stuff, and the possibilities with sci-fi and with space are amazing with what you can do there. Like, space itself is like a blank canvas. So here you have Astra Lost in Space. You have my attention as well when you have this figure right here for, you know, yeah, for obvious reasons. I'm just saying, to each their own, obviously. However, we should also know that this is a shonen, and with shonen, they go their own route when it comes to these type of things. So let me tell you what the back cover says, because I don't want to spoil you guys too much when it comes to the content of not only this series, but also The Promised Neverland. So, in the year 2063, interstellar space travel has become the norm. What sort of adventure awaits on the new frontier? It's the first day of planet camp, and Airy Spring couldn't be more excited. She, along with 8 other strangers, leave for planet McPaw for a week-long excursion. Soon after they arrive, however, and of course when that however hits, you know stuff's gonna go down, especially when you talk about interstellar travel. Oh yeah, stuff's gonna get heavy. However, a mysterious orb appears and transports them into the depths of space, where they find an empty, floating spaceship. Will it be their salvation or get them further lost in space? So the premise is simply that, and the main characters are shonen. They are very shonen. So if you are deep into shonen, then these characters will not shock you at all. Oh, trust me. However, extremely fascinating, because not only is it a future timeline, so the technology is clearly more advanced. In fact, when it comes to interstellar travel, you have the ships themselves that they can move faster than the speed of light to get from planet to planet and move light years in hours. And that's the very tip of the iceberg when it comes to the technology. But then, because they're lost in space, they have to go kind of planet hopping, almost Stargate-like. And when you planet hop, you're gonna see some crazy stuff. And I like that, because it has that realm of adventure, of mystery. For me personally, there are some things that I find to be very terrifying. And one of them is the emptiness of space. Being alone in the vacuum of space, that terrifies me. You see, I love the possibility of humans one day being able to explore the deepest reaches of space and learning about our galaxy more. But with that comes a whole new host of horrors when you consider the danger that they're in when it comes to them being by themselves in the middle of space. So for me, it does hit one of those primal fears. But at the same time, I can't ignore the excitement of being able to see these other planets and what ecosystems and fauna and creatures are on these other planets. That stuff does intrigue me, especially when you consider how this also interplay between the characters and how they're in a dire situation. Towards the end of the volume, it's like, things are already hairy as all hell. But now, so definitely if I were you guys and gals, I would check this out and see if it's for you. So now that we've covered Astra Lost in Space, I want to talk about... Oh my goodness, the Promised Neverland. I gotta thank, once again, the good folks over at Viz Media for being like, hey baby, the Promised Neverland, you heard the hype, well here you go, here's why the hype is real. The hype is real. This series is gonna get big. It's gonna get big, like quickly. There will be an anime for the series, I guarantee you that. If there's no anime for this series, stunned, shocked. This series for sure is getting an anime. Coney, oh no, Coney, oh no.
It's over 9,000! 9,000!
So before we go any further, let us read the back of the volume. Emma, Norman, and Ray are the brightest kids at the Gracefield House orphanage, and under the care of the woman they refer to as Mom, all the kids have enjoyed a comfortable life, good food, clean clothes, and the perfect environment to learn. What more could an orphan ask for? One day, Emma and Norman uncovered the dark truth. Good. Ooh, the dark truth of the outside world they are forbidden from seeing. The dark truth is dark. Like, no joke, no lie. The dark truth is dark. It is scary. It is like, oh no, Jeepers Creepers. Oh my, like the entire Scooby-Doo gang wouldn't want to go that deep into the darkness. Like they're on some mediocre darkness. No, this is some darkness, like the Brothers of Darkness. And you're like, oh no, the Promised Neverland. I was sucked in. I was sucked in deep. I was like, wait, hold on. What? Mom? What? Coney? What? Norman? Emma? Oh no! Oh my god. Like, it's... Wow. You knew something is off from jump when the kids... If you can see right here on the main character's neck, Emma's neck, there is a number tattooed on her neck. You know stuff is going down when you have a number tattooed to your neck and you quote-unquote have a perfect environment to learn. Because their learning involves like barcodes and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it gets crazy. Like, yeah, it's an orphanage and you're fed well. It's a nice, clean place. You have this awesome mom who takes care of you all. But yeah, that dark truth, things go mega south, mega quick. The characters are pretty cool, especially Norman. I dig Norman a lot, I do. Emma's cool and Ray's all right. But Ray's, he's a little bit edgelord. He's a little bit edgelord. But Norman's a cool dude. This series, I guarantee you, in the near future, is going to get very big and gonna have a big following. Right now, I think it's not that many chapters deep into the series, but honestly, the potential of this series is high. So The Promised Neverland was a very good read, and I also highly recommend that you guys check out The Promised Neverland. So once again, Astra Lost in Space, The Promised Neverland. There's going to be 2 links in the box below for you guys to purchase the volumes of The Promised Neverland and Astra Lost in Space. I highly, highly recommend.
I'm touching myself tonight.
I highly recommend that you do so. It is in your best interest to do so, most definitely. And also, check out me merch. Me merch will also be in the box as well for you wonderful guys and gals to purchase. We have ourselves a new shirt. That is the You shirt. And I'm going to see you cats later. And honestly, people, after reading this, I'm greatly considering doing genuine reviews of this series. But let me not guarantee that now, because you guys know me. You guys know me. If I start doing that, probably like 2020. 2022. All right, I'm going to see you guys later. Peace, and have a nice goddamn day.